Hello everyone. I'm sorry I missed you at the Parish Lenten Mission, but don't worry, I've made this short video to summarize what you've missed. On Saturday, with your parish leaders, we looked at your parish vision. You can find everything on your parish website with detailed descriptions of each from Father Pierre. What I want to highlight is the overall picture of the parish you are trying more to become. First, you want to be a parish that welcomes and reaches out to all. This includes people we have marginalized, like those with addictions, people who have been harmed by the church, people who have left the church, and many LGBTQ+ folks. This requires creative and courageous efforts on each of us individually. It requires a spirituality rooted in the Gospels and the life of St. Francis of Assisi that sees one another as sisters, brothers, and siblings, all precious in God's eyes. It also requires every parish group to develop smart plans to achieve this goal. The second overall picture of your parish is faith formation. Each of us takes that love and trust we have in God, and we continually deepen it. Imagine a relationship between a parent and child that never or rarely deepens. This is the same for our relationship with God. It takes time and commitment, but it has amazing consequences for us individually and for our relationships, our families, and a world that needs healing and holiness. Finally, you are building towards a parish that does justice through education, advocacy, and action. Change begins with our hearts and continues with step-by-step action that leads to systemic change. For example, we know that Pope Francis's apology to our indigenous siblings was a powerful step, but it continues with your work to create and support systems of healing and reconciliation in your life, family, parish, and community. On the other days of the mission, we learned what type of church God calls us to be in the third millennium, a synodal church. A synodal church listens with hearts and minds and responds with love. A synodal church builds bridges and not walls. A synodal church consults all people and speaks with courage and charity. A synodal church is participatory, shares authority, works towards consensus building, and fosters communal decision-making. But to build a synodal church, each and every one of us has to foster synodal attitudes. Being synodal means that we trust that the Holy Spirit is speaking to us through the life experiences of all people, especially those we least expect, including the marginalized and poor. Being synodal means being open-hearted and open-minded. Being synodal means questioning our prejudices, stereotypes, and ideologies. Being synodal means transforming hearts rather than debating and convincing the other of our views. Being synodal means tearing down clericalism, which puts our clergy on the top of a pyramid rather than treating them as siblings on equal footing, and all of us as equal in dignity with gifts and vocations that are from the Holy Spirit and have a place to be shared. I had the honor of visiting each class in the school. From kindergarten to grade 7, I heard of the importance of being a church family that listens to each other and walks together. We know that being a synodal church is what we are called to do. Will you act? Will you cultivate attitudes so you can listen with an open heart and open mind to the Holy Spirit among those you are close with, your community, and your parish? Will you and your parish groups create and implement plans that foster this way of being church, that radically welcomes, deepens faith, and works for justice? I thank you for the opportunity to lead your Parish Lenten mission this year. I pray you embody the church you envision, one that is radically welcoming, that actively deepens faith, and works towards justice. God bless you all.